And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
58.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
319! 319!
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run it here. Fights loose. Oh, able to avoid him. Breaks free again. Room to run past midfield. And he's into the clear. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, he's on pace now for 12 rushing touchdowns, and I think he's making fantasy owners smile.
I think you've got to change something on defense, don't you? I mean, we often talk about using a spy on a quarterback who has the ability to run and maneuver outside of the pocket. Maybe they need to change that to spying him, because this many touchdowns this early, that is demoralizing for a defense. One guy breaking them down.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We got three, fellas. 319.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And left side here, it's Graham. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 61 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Running right through it. And now running right through it. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Keenum going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 60 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You guys have been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So the Broncos coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now it's Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. Keenum now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Keenum now to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. To throw on second down is Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down. Now a first down throw. Keenum. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's go, come on.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. From the 50, it's Keenum. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Keenum now on first down. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos add on. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the ball is knocked out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And incomplete on the deep ball. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So